Hello there everyone, welcome back to a brand new video. Today I'm going to talk about the brand new Lego Ideas, the Italian Riviera set. This set obviously is designed by a fan of Lego. This set was submitted to Lego Ideas and there were two choices. Or they went for this set or they made a Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory set. Yeah, Lego be Lego, and they made the Italian Riviera set. I mean, a Willy Wonka or the Charlie and the Chocolate Factory set would have been so great. Obviously, I think this set would have been inspired by the 1970s Willy Wonka film, which obviously Gene Wilder played that titular character there. But, I'm not a big fan of the Johnny Depp one. I'm not quite sure. The Tim Burton one, it's very, it's a classic, right? But I'm not a big fan. But anyway, the Italian Riviera set. Like I said, like I already talked about, I think it's kind of unfair that Lego Ideas sometimes has these great ideas, and obviously the Lego group and the Lego team just, maybe it's because of right issues, or maybe it's because the IP is, I don't know, too small for to be a Lego set. But it's just Lego Ideas is kind of off sometimes. It's not really the greatest reliable website ever, or like the greatest reliable thing ever made, because the Lego Ideas group or whatever, corporation, community, whatever, they, I guess, the final decision makers, right? They always choose those rather interesting other sets, right? Like, for example, many times there have been submissions for like a Studio Ghibli set, or like obviously now the Chocolate Factory set there from Willy Wonka. I mean, they just chose the Italian Riviera set, which is kind of interesting. I mean, it's not a bad set in any way. It's just, while you're having something cool, and while you're having something great and unique, they go to that other thing, and I just find it unfair for I'm a big Lego fan and a big film fan. I just would have liked to see a Charlotte and a Chocolate Factory set. But anyway, the Italian Riviera set is still great. It was, I think, submitted by Galaxy 333 or 333, a fan designer, and the set has obviously reached 10k club members. Obviously, like I already talked about, this set isn't bad or anything. It's just, like I said, there could have been a better set. But hey, look, the Italian Riviera set, yes, it is obviously based of like Italy. It's based down, or inspired by those small little pathways you have in the cities of Italy. And I've been to Italy a couple of times, which is really nice. The Italian Riviera set, obviously the Lego Ideas team and the fan designer are hard at work making this an official Lego Ideas set. Obviously, right now the official first looks of the Lego set have been revealed. So the Italian Riviera set is home to many small colorful towns that cling to the cliffside above the sea. This model is heavily inspired by this beautiful region of Italy, specifically by the towns of the Cinque Terre. I think hopefully I pronounced that right. I have plans to visit this summer and felt inspired to try to recreate the area in Lego form. I also had a lot of fun working with this style of architecture in my last project, the Tuscan Villa, yeah, and wanted to build something similar or familiar. Alright, included in this project are 3 shops, a gelato shop, oh yeah, a florist, and a fish market, as well as a second-story living space. The model also wouldn't be complete without a small town square and beach. I've tried to pack in tons of details, depth, angles, texture, and vibrant colors to make this as authentic as possible. There are also a few small Easter eggs from my previous projects. Let me know if you find them. Obviously said by the creator of this set in Lego Ideas on the Lego Ideas website. Included in this build are 6 minifigures plus a number of small animals and accessories. Just over 2,900 pieces are used to construct the whole project, all of which are available in the correct colors, which obviously with the exception of the print on the gelato sign. I think this would make a great set because of its modularity and its value for both play and display. Lego also hasn't done much with the style of architecture yet, despite its great potential and visual appeal. Obviously, it's inspired by Italy, the Italian, Mediterranean areas. And it's a colorful set. It's obviously by the sea, and I'm a coastal guy. I live near the coast and the sea. And every time I see the sea, every time I see the sea, yes, or the ocean, right, and the coastline of, especially Belgium here, I just find it so nice. I think if I were to go and live somewhere else, I wouldn't be complete without, like, the sea by my side, and the ocean and the beach. It's something that is, pure inside of me. Obviously, my coastal town here, Knokke Heist. It's a Belgian city. Well, let's just say it has a lot of variant options for, obviously, people that have pretty strong feelings about my city here, because rather posh people live here, but also rather normal people live here too. And it's kind of like struggle between who I am, right? I live in Heist, which is the other side of town, and it's much more calmer. It reminds me of this set, it's near the coast. It has sea shops, right? It has gelato shops or ice cream parlors, and it's really nice. That's why I love this set too. The Italian Riviera. I obviously said my bad things about the set, or I guess criticism towards the set, yeah, and towards Lego ideas. But I still enjoy the set. It's still a great set, and like I said, I've been to Italy multiple times. I've been to Rome. I've been to, oh boy, twice Venice, right? And I've been to other places too. I think Florence, right? Florence too. I made obviously vlogs about that with my youth movement. So yeah, I guess Italy is that's this country that still is warm to my heart from the many visits that I went and did there, which is really interesting. So the Italian Riviera, I think, is based on the original design by Galaxy 333 slash Alex Sahil, I think, which was approved just over 10 months ago. The build itself recreates a beautiful and highly detailed coastal village inspired by the picturesque charm of Italy's famous Riviera. The display and play model is mainly made up for a collection of colorful, tightly packed buildings nestled along a waterfront, which the fan designer based heavily on the Cinque Terre region. The core build of the original project, which will be heavily translated into the final official model, includes 3 different colored buildings corresponding to 3 vibrant brick-built shops. The yellow building represents a fish market, the pink building corresponds to a florist, whilst a gelato shop is located in the grey-colored building, which also includes bright blue window frames and a printed gelato sign, which is really interesting. Each shop has plenty of details inside, from a full and flavorsome gelato counter to plenty of boxes and fish and cute flower displays. Above each of the corresponding shops at the second level of each building are living spaces, including the likes of a kitchen, bedroom and living room. These were fairly lackluster in the original submission, so will likely be heavily improved with further details and Easter eggs in the set's final release. The overall architecture of the buildings captures the Mediterranean style, with colorful facades, textured stone walls, window shutters, sloped roofs, and narrow balconies, typical of Italy's beautiful coastal towns. The model isn't complete without a cobblestone town square, filled with further details, including a small fountain and a small coastal/beach section, complete with brick-built canoe, crabs, sandcastles, and more. All of this and more will be included in the final, slightly tweaked 80+ model, which releases in just over 2 months' time. The original submission, just like the official model, was in minifigure scale and included a total of 6 minifigures, a couple of animals, and plenty of accessories, for a rumored retail price of $300. What the hell? Holy shit, that's so expensive. We expect the same number of figures to be included with the new prints, accessories, and more. Alright, so the Italian Riviera, probably. That's how you pronounce that. Might have read too fast and probably mispronounced it earlier on, but okay. Releases on the 7th of August 2025, so this summer. But obviously, what do you think? Will you be purchasing this set in a couple of months' time? What are you looking forward to most about this brick built Italian Riviera? Which shop will you be most anticipating obviously the gelato shop, the florist, or the fisher market? Let me know down in the comments section below. Obviously, let your thoughts and opinions also down in the wait a second, what did I just say? Man, I'm so fully prepared for this video. No, just kidding. Ladies and gentlemen, let me know down in the comment section below what your thoughts and opinions are on this set. Holy shit, it's been such a heavy day. Like, holy damn. Guys, excuse me for my bad English there and my bad mispronunciations. But look, man, it's okay. Life is life. Life is tough sometimes too. And my day has been so busy. And well, anyway, hopefully you are still going to enjoy this video nonetheless. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I will check you later. Goodbye, everyone.